The top rat consultant in America, Wack 100, has just ran away from a $250,000 bet from Tee Grizzley's team after he initiated a $50,000 bet to prove that his fake made-up paperwork on Tee Grizzley was real. Is this the absolute end of Wack's fake Google Docs and AI paperwork glory days?
Sipping slow, yakking the act, taking them in.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. Also, make sure you hit the hype button because the hype button is very essential for the channel. Helps it in a huge way. Listen, gang. Wack 100 is now running, alright, ignoring this $250,000 bet that was presented to him, alright, after he initiated a $50,000 bet to try and prove that this fake paperwork that he made of Tee Grizzley was real. Well, receipts were provided, alright. Also, Tee Grizzley's manager as well has jumped in the mix, going back and forth with Wack, right? And he completely destroyed Wack. Let me just say that.
Stop talking so much.
Listen, things have gotten real crazy, but if you need some backstory, the mayor definitely has you. So back in 2023, there was a robbery. Alright, a robbery in August of 2023. Tee's LA home was hit while he was in Miami. Robbers stole $1 million plus in jewelry and cash. One suspect, baby shooter, was later arrested. Tee filed a police report and gave a victim statement, standard for insurance claims. No charges against Tee. He was never a suspect. Now, the crazy thing about this is, baby shooter is currently incarcerated, right? For something, separate, okay? For something else. Not because of this robbery, but something else, okay? And Wack 100, and I guess you can say his rat minion in crime, or they called up baby shooter from prison to make content out of it, right? They had a whole conversation which could really just indict baby shooter further. I'm not gonna lie, because it was a very federal type of call, all right? But it got weird, man. Things got a lot more weird because more and more things just kept coming about that just weren't true and was made up to try to make Tee Grizzley look like the ultimate rat. Alright, so from October 22nd to October 25th, on Clubhouse and No Jumper, Wack claims he has paperwork proving Tee snitched on baby shooter. Wack reads portions live. Tee gave a face-to-face statement to LAPD. Wack calls Tee a rat and says Detroit should shun him. So there was an entire smear campaign, just like the smear campaign you seen done with Young Thug, which was actually way more elaborate than this one, I'm not gonna lie. But he tried to launch a smear campaign against Tee Grizzley just for content purposes. I guess there's really nobody else for Wack to try and pick on and act like, someone who has a prominent street name or a respectable street name is a rat. So I guess Tee Grizzley was up for grabs. Okay, but now Tee and his team clapped back. Alright, now from October 26th to 30th, Tee went live saying, I was in Miami when they robbed me. How did I give a face-to-face in LA the same day? Tee's manager Dogface Calderon, street OG, posts flight records and hotel receipts proving Tee was 3,000 miles away during the robbery. They zoom in on Wack's docs. Dates manipulated. Signature doesn't match Tee's. Header says victim statement, but Wack cropped it to look like a proffer. So they broke down the paperwork and how fake it was because Wack used a Google Docs tool to try to make it look like it was legitimate. Probably took from another person's paperwork, copied and pasted it, and then tried to do edits on it to make it look like it was legitimate. But this Times New Roman font paperwork that's just not real just so happened to get broken down by Tee and his team.
I'm gonna send you this, bro. You a Tee. Wack woke up to this. Nigga, I'm not fucking digging on you, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you like that, bro. Nigga, I think you on some funny shit, nigga. You better leave me alone before I really tell him like you was fucking your auntie dead on me, nigga. Better leave me alone, bro, before I get going. Leave me the fuck alone, nigga. You know I know the truth. I go dig up one of them old phones, boy. Leave me the fuck alone, nigga. Now I can start running the campaign. It's a fact.
So it's been looking really shaky for Wack 100. All right, and then we get to Halloween time, right? So during Halloween, from October 31st to November 1st, there goes a 200K bet and live meltdown. Wack bets Tee $200,000. The paperwork is real. Akademiks hosts three-way call, Wack versus Dogface. Dogface brings receipts on screen. Wack yells, curses, then hangs up. Ak tries to mediate. Chat calls it an L for Wack. So everybody is witnessing that Wack is pretty much, not legitimate. Wack lost this one. He couldn't get everyone to believe that this was just something that was true. He just couldn't do it. He usually runs plays and manipulates the algorithm to believe what he's saying and try to make somebody look crazy, but it just didn't work this time.
Let me see if I can add Dogface. Dogface is the one who says he knew the stuff. Here we go. Let's see if he's around.
Ak, what's the word with you?
Dogface, we got Wack 100 on the phone. I think he's prepared to take the $250,000 bet. I think it's money time. We have an affiliate of Tee Grizzley on the phone. Dogface. You know who Dogface is?
You know who I am. That whole nigga know who I am.
So we're just trying to get to like some actual facts and like, for example,
Let's do that, Ak.
is this paperwork that was presented? Is it real? Like that's what,
Originally,
wait, you say what? Is the paperwork real?
he already acknowledged that the first paperwork he put out there was not real.
Is that
We
true?
know
Wack?
it's not real.
He never acknowledged that.
Yes, he did, you bitch, nigga. You acknowledged it. You said you
That's valid. So okay. Is it a way that could be posted? Like shit, I'll throw it on the page if you want. Who cares?
Definitely it can be posted.
Listen, by the way, Akademiks, he told you to tell Tee Grizzley to put up $50,000 that it ain't true.
Yeah.
So Tee Grizzley gonna put up $250,000. Fade your bet. Fuck out of here. You ain't got no $100,000. Fade your bet, nigga. We fade your bet. Stop talking so much. Take the bet.
So
You fade that bet, nigga.
wait. So
You fade that bet and raise you, nigga.
what
This
bet?
I'm gonna do.
What bet is on the
This
line?
what
All
I'm gonna
right.
do.
Okay, here we go.
Ak, this is what I'm gonna do, Ak.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the legal beagle and I'm gonna put you straight.
The legal beagle, you said you have paperwork, nigga. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I do. But I'm gonna
So post it up right now. Because the shit
up.
Hey, listen, bro.
We do it how we want to do it.
You
You ain't in control.
Alright, so Wack is pretty much trying to fall back and hide and tuck tail just because things didn't go his way, which is crazy, right? But this Dogface guy completely shattered Wack 100 in a crazy way. Now, I did read that it says that Wack presented a $200,000, bet. But truth be told, it was just a $50,000 bet. Once the bet went up because Dogface and them was trying to say $250,000, that's when Wack got real shaky and the energy shifted. Alright? Listen, but here's what's going on now. So Wack 100, okay? Wack doubles down, then backpedals. And this happened yesterday on November 2nd. Wack posts fake or not, he still talked to the police, no apology. Hours later, he deletes the bet post and goes radio silent. Dogface says old man got caught with fake docs and hung up like a coward. And that's pretty much what actually happened. Now with Wack 100, what is he doing now? Well, we're seeing Wack 100 trying to do other things to take the focus off what's actually going on. So as you can see right here, Wack 100 is doing the constipation shuffle, alright? Apparently he's dancing like he needs to go to the bathroom in the club, but the line is too full, so he has to wait. So now he has to dance in order to lose focus from actually duking himself. Champion, I said duking himself, right? So he doesn't take a dump on himself. He has to dance in this way. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't know any better, I would think you were having a seizure, champ. I'm not gonna lie. This looks absolutely insane. Alright, it looks like your limbs are about to break off if you make the wrong move. Alright, champ, Wack, what are you doing, champ? What are you doing? Alright, you need an Epsom bath after that one. We know how many calories you burned in just that little dance you did just now, alright? We know. Right, you need an episode bath, champ. You hurt your limbs while doing that dance. Now, champ, I don't know exactly how old you are, but I must assume you have to be 50 something, because this is crazy. Alright, listen, I get it. You're trying to throw people off. You're trying to make it look like, you're distracting the people. You're trying to change the subject, champ. Well, champ, you're gonna have to change your diaper in a second, because you seem constipated. All champ, yeah, all champ. Look, man, Wack 100 is on the right. He running away from it 250K. So apparently this topic is probably gonna come up more, and he's probably gonna ignore it. This is like the same thing that happened when he got exposed for having a girl dig in his buns with her acrylics and use her nails as shovels to dig in his buns. It's pretty much the same energy there, because when that happened, he was pretty much radio silent as well, and he didn't have too much to say, and that's because it was true. And of course his minions remained silent as well, but this was definitely facts, and there was video proof. All champ. Look, gang, how do y'all feel about all this madness, y'all? Do y'all think that Wack's days of creating fake paperwork is over? Will this change the content for his minion Poetik Flakko as well? Listen, I don't know. I don't think that this era of creating fake paperwork and putting fake allegations and fake things on people is gonna continue. I don't know. Alright, I think rats are gonna definitely thrive in their own way, but I think that this whole playmaking thing when it comes to street guys, I think that's over with. Listen, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all hit up on that like. Make sure y'all hit the hype button and up these hype points if you got them. We need that, I ain't gonna lie. Also subscribe to the mayor's second channel known as Big Gotham, which is a fine channel with nearly 1,000 subs, as well as the mayor's Discord with nearly 1,000 users, and the mayor's Twitter community, Showface News as well. Everything is in the pinned comment section. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only New York mayor, Frederick Adams. You rocking with the 10 favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know what the 10 words say. Everybody at all times, hit the like, share the video. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.